Hey guys, SuperBat257 here, and this is WolfLegend, and this is our review on Logan. Roland is not here today because we hate him and we don't really want anything to do with him. And so we've locked him up in the cupboard, so he won't be able to get it now. We're just joking. No, we didn't invite Roland.
Was he supposed to come, or was it just going to be?
Oh no, he was supposed to come. But what we did was we didn't really invite Roland or Chris Phantom Ghost, because they aren't really as big X-Men fans as me and this guy right here. You know, you see how much of a big X-Men fan I am. You know, this is actually the same jacket from Wolverine Origins. Like, you know, it really is. Shut up! I know. He's got the Star-Lord jacket.
Yeah, which I will be doing for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Yeah, we're definitely going to do a review on that.
Yeah.
But this is our review so far on Logan. So the story is that Old Man Logan has happened.
Logan!
He's an old man now. He's kind of, you know, he's healing back. It's not really as working as it once was. And you also have Charles Xavier, played by Patrick Stewart, in this film. And he's having a bit of problems. He's having a bit of deals. And they come across this other character who's, spoiler alert, just let you know, spoiler alert for the few. Lara, aka X-23. I mean, if you've seen the trailer, you pretty much know that X-23 is in this movie. And this is, in my opinion, really badass, emotional.
The X-Men film we wanted.
Yeah, well, this is the Wolverine film.
The Wanted film.
Yeah, it's not really the X-Men film I wanted, but the Wolverine film I wanted. You know, you see, you know, when the action is happening, you know, he's like cutting people's heads open, he's stabbing them through the heart, there's blood going everywhere, he's wiping off, you know, the blood of his claws. It just looks amazing, and it's just brilliant. First we'll get into the performances. You know, I mean, it's pretty much impossible for us to talk about Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, and Patrick Stewart as Charles Xavier, because you know who they are. But in my opinion, this is probably their best performances so far. And if it was up to me, I would probably get them nominated for an Oscar, because they are amazing. That's how good they are in this movie.
Maybe they could get in the award in the 2018 award.
Maybe, but I don't know. Like, it's pretty hard right now since that the Oscars have just gone. It's just happened, so I don't know if that's going to happen. But it would be cool if it was.
In the 2018 award.
Yeah, I know. But so we won't really go into those, and you know they were brilliant in the film. But we're going to the new characters, particularly X-23. What did you think of X-23?
I thought it was a theory at first, but then Xavier said it.
They pretty much you know teased it in X-Men.
No, we know about X-23 Lara, aka Lara, being Wolverine's daughter.
Yeah, I mean, that was in the comics as well. That was in the comics. Yeah, she's also Logan's daughter. Ow! Don't do that. I literally pricked myself.
Maybe. Wait. Yeah, you got little grey bits popping out there. Or you could be Logan's son.
Yeah, but I really liked you know, that was in the comics as well. You know, they're X-Men.
Yeah, I don't read the comics.
Yeah, you know, she was Logan's daughter in the comics, but they pretty much, you know, I like that they also could. But the action isn't really, you know, what you're going in for. You know, it's not really. I mean, there is action in there, but the heart of the story is, in fact, the story itself. You know, this dynamic between Logan and this girl. You know, just she's pretty much saving him as well.
Yeah. It also gave me a bit of a Last of Us vibe.
A what?
Last of Us. It's a PS3 game.
Last of Us, yeah.
Yeah,
like. Oh yeah, it does actually. Yeah.
You just realise that now.
Yeah. But you know, like literally, you know, the heart of the story is these two characters. You know, their relationship, how they backstab one another, how Logan's pretty much lost all faith as well in like the world. He sees the world differently from how Charles is seeing it, and he sees it differently how his girl's seeing it. She's trying to see a new generation, and she's pretty much sees, you know, a new generation in X-Men as well. From the comics
he was forced to fight and all that stuff.
Oh yeah. I mean, he is getting forced back into like the fighting.
No, like in like the original X-Men, where it was like wearing that thing.
Yeah.
So he could...
the yellow spandex.
Yeah.
They didn't get Hugh Jackman in the yellow spandex. I really wanted him to. Oh, I want Hugh Jackman in the yellow spandex.
No, that was like every Die Hard fan
That was every X-Men fan, die-hard X-Men fan knows that Wolverine has yellow spandex, but we never see Hugh Jackman in the X-Men.
It's an action figure of him, though.
What?
It's an action figure of it, though.
That's not the same! Hugh Jackman, it would have been great to see Hugh Jackman in the yellow spandex.
Yeah, this...
Yeah, like, you know, it's just, you know, it really, you know, seriously, you know, I mean, that doesn't really take away from the story. And the biggest spoiler of all of it is that Charles Xavier and Logan dies at the end. You know, and it's really sad as well because, like, these aren't just characters.
These are, like, well-known...
No, hold on. These aren't really, you know, characters who are, like, changed actors or, you know, have different personalities or in a different universe. These are the same characters that we've known for, like, 16 years now. We've known, like, Hugh Jackman as Wolverine for 16 years. We've known Charles Xavier for 16 years. And to see them both die, it's completely, you know, it's like, oh my word, like I was literally just like, I was literally had my hand over my mouth at that moment. Like, I didn't even have my hand over my mouth at the Red Wedding.
I wasn't even expecting Charles to die.
I kind of expected it. I didn't know how he was going to die. So, like, how do you think they handled how his death?
I thought he was just going to die of old age, or...
Yeah, I thought the same as well. I thought he was just going to
just like, he's going to go there and just, like, not wake up.
It was really surprising as well, because what happened is that how Charles Xavier died is that, there's...
Can I just say, it was a very big lipped alligator moment.
Big lipped alligator moment! Not really, but, you know, what happened was that, the villains of the film, they're like, you know, they're like, Weapon X2. So what they do is they actually clone Logan and use his DNA, use that DNA of that Logan to make another Logan, make another Wolverine.
Wolverine wannabe.
And yeah, so they can actually control this Wolverine. Be careful what your foot is, because so what happened was that, and that Wolverine killed Charles Xavier, and I was just like, oh my god. And I did not expect that to happen whatsoever. I was just like, oh, this is like, it was just so sad seeing Charles Xavier die. And he also killed Logan as well. Yeah. Which was really sad. But the girl killed her, X-23 also killed her.
X-23, like, the Wolverine wannabe was like on a killing spree. I'm like, Jesus!
Yeah. He also had, like, you know, hair as well. He was also played by Hugh Jackman as well.
Oh, what? Hugh Jackman plays Hugh Jackman?
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably it. Probably Hugh Jackman just comes in and kills Wolverine instead.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I'm your replacement. I'm your replacement now.
Ow, okay, careful with that, okay. But yeah, like, it was just so emotional as well. Like, I'm really sad about it.
At the end, I was like, "Movie, just don't do this to me. Kill him some other way. Don't do this to me."
But literally, like, I kind of saw it coming, but you know, I didn't really want it to happen. I was literally like, we've known Hugh Jackman as Wolverine for 16 years now. But I think because now, like, listen, like, 20th Century Fox, you've ended the X-Men. I loved Wolverine I love Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, but now I want to see you sell the rights to Wolverine to Marvel. I don't really care about the other characters. I don't really care if, like, if Charles Xavier goes to Marvel, I don't really care about that. I want Wolverine to go to Marvel so he can fight the Avengers.
Classic Avengers!
Yay! So, like, you know, I really want that to happen. Same with the Fantastic Four as well. 20th Century Fox, you send the Fantastic Four back to Marvel right now, because your Fantastic Four movies are shit. You proved that with Fan Force. They keep getting worse and worse and worse. Don't make any more. Send them back to Marvel. Now saying that,
I didn't even see the reboot of Fantastic Four.
Oh, don't. Not worth it. But what else is there to talk about?
The family that took them in. Or the
we don't really need to talk them in that much, but it kind of reminded me a bit of the start of. Have you ever seen the TV show called Wolverine and the X-Men?
No.
There was a TV show called Wolverine and the X-Men. It was a really good cartoon, but it reminded me of the first episode of that. So the first episode was that Logan was a bit, you know, Logan saved his family from well, he saved his kid from a train crash, and his family was going to help Logan, and everyone else was like, "Oh, not really," and the family got arrested by government. And the guy was trying to experiment on them, trying to torture them by getting information out by Wolverine.
Yeah.
And then Wolverine was literally just like, "Leave that family alone." And it was a really good episode. I mean, you're going to see Wolverine in the X-Men. It's a really good TV show.
Another thing I liked was Wolverine teaching Lara like do's and don'ts, like. Because like at one point, Laura was about to kill.
I think that's I like that.
Yeah, and then
I think at some points, Logan was trying to get a bit too realistic.
Yeah.
He was being a bit too harsh on her, but that's all. Like,
yeah, it's like
you do see his point though, because he has seen a lot. He has lost a lot.
Yeah.
He's completely destroyed on the inside. So he's literally just like, this isn't real. Don't believe what you see.
Yeah.
But, he's been a bit too harsh on the kid, but Charles Xavier's just being like, calm down, Logan.
Yeah.
Like, she's just a kid. You don't need to explain it to her. But Charles Xavier as well, he was a really important character in this film, especially, because he was having a lot of seizures.
Yeah.
He was, sort of like, going around, he was sort of, like, losing it a bit. And every time he had a seizure, the world kind of shook a bit.
Yeah.
There is another character that we also need to mention as well. The tall white guy with the bald hair.
Oh yeah.
I don't know who the actor is, but I know him a few things. Did you ever watch the UK version of The Office?
No.
What about Idiot Abroad?
No, I don't.
He was the. Yeah,
I've been living under a rock.
You have. What have you mean? So he was the tall guy from The Office.
Oh yeah. Well, Metal Hand.
No, not Metal Hand. The white guy.
Oh yeah, the younger.
Yeah, the white bald hair guy
yeah.
who got burnt sun. I actually thought he was going to be a villain.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was going to be like a big, good guy.
Yeah,
but I thought he was really good in the film. Now I want to see him in more things as well.
Yeah,
like the actor.
Because I think I've heard his voice before in like Paul 2. He was like a little robot called Wheatley. I don't know if it was him or not, but
I don't think so. He hasn't really done a lot of acting, but I think he should do more acting.
Yeah.
Because he was really good in this film as well.
Yeah.
He's quite tall as well. Like you see him in the side of the film compared to Hugh Jackman. I mean, Hugh Jackman is like about 6'3". He's really tall. This guy.
Yeah. I
But
wonder who's taller than me or Hugh Jackman.
but how tall are
Because
you?
I'm around 6 foot-ish.
You are 6'3".
I'm around 6 foot-ish. All I know.
I don't know. But yeah. So like.
Probably have to go to Man 2 sort and compare or something.
Yeah. But this was. So is there anything else we need to mention?
What they were doing, when they were testing on kids,
Do you want to explain that?
So basically, instead of all the mutants were like dying out, and they wanted to get out more mutants.
They're trying to create more mutants in the film. So like I said before, this is kind of like Weapon X Point 2.
Yeah.
So this is so this film it really it explains as well because the villain of the film not really the Metal Hand guy, but the Doctor.
He's like
he's actually the son of the guy that gave Wolverine's claws. He's the son of Stryker.
Yeah.
And Stryker in the X-Men series is also a mutant as well.
Was he in the original or the saga, the first class?
He wasn't. He was in.
Because I've only seen.
No. He was in. It wasn't X-Men 2. His son. He was experimenting Charles Xavier on. You have to see X-Men 2.
I've only seen the first class, Days of Future Past, Apocalypse, and Logan.
Okay. But this. They really characterized his character, made him like a new character. He was more of a doctor in his character as well, so he didn't really have of course he was in charge, but he didn't really have as much power as our main villain, which is Draco Malfoy. No, like the guy who plays him reminds me a bit of Draco Malfoy because of his look, and he has like this robot hand. Like, tell him what you thought that he reminded you of.
Oh, he reminds me of in the hand in Metal Gear Solid 5. It reminded me of that.
Yeah. So like
So-
this guy, you know.
I'm kind of convinced that some of 20th Century Fox took inspiration from video games.
Probably. Well, they screwed up video games anyway, so I don't know.
Don't. You should not say that because Chris is
I know.
a fan.
No. I'm saying like video game movies. I know I was really harsh on Assassin's Creed movie, but you know, like Assassin's Creed, you know, it was a bad movie, but I was really tired that day. God, leave me alone.
I think the only good video game movie that was alright was actually like
Mortal Kombat.
was Tomb Raider.
Okay. Well, we won't go too much
No.
into movies. Is there anything else you need to mention before?
Kind of like in the finale, like you find out what kids had what.
That was actually really cool,
Yeah.
because he actually showed it on the Draco Malfoy look like.
Yeah.
Like what they did to him or how he dies.
They all combine their powers.
Yeah, they all combine their powers to eliminate him.
Yeah.
I mean, he deserves it.
Yeah, he's a prick.
I actually thought that was actually going to be really cool to see. And they bury him into the ground as well, which
Yeah.
was really cool to see. He was a really cool character as well. He was
Yeah.
really good. He had a golden tooth as well. He looks quite intimidating as Gru. But yeah, like I don't think I think because we're running out of time there, I don't think there's anything else we really need to say.
Yeah.
In the end, Logan is a fantastic film. Everything that we say is pretty much true. You know, you're gonna get a fantastic ending to Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. It's a fantastic send-off, a perfect send-off. So all we're gonna say is now is go and watch Logan.
Hey, you're doing it again. You're forgetting the review. You're forgetting the marks.
What?
You know, like when we rate a movie.
Oh,
You're forgetting again!
I keep on forgetting that. I'm really sorry, I keep on forgetting. Okay, what would you give the movie rating?
This is the first time I'm going to do this. I would give it an 11.
You can't do that.
Oh, fine.
You can't do that.
10.
Yeah.
Brilliant movie. Brilliant send-off.
Yeah, like,
Just-
I actually agree with you, actually. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. It's a fantastic
First
film.
2000.
Yeah, you know, the blood, the action, the story, the acting, everything is spot on.
Yeah, just
you know,
a little
it's
warning
perfect.
though.
The direction as well, everything is brilliant.
Just for a little warning though, not for the faint-hearted, like, because there is a lot of blood.
There are, like, there's probably more blood in this movie than Deadpool did.
Yeah, this is probably like the
Yeah.
most adult,
Comic book movie.
yeah, besides Punisher.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, so all we're gonna say now is go and see Logan. Have you seen Logan? What do you think about it? Comment down below, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Bye. Okay, Tom.
Okay, Tom.
Oh shit. You done it again!